Hello friends, welcome to ProTalent, and this is our current affair most probable question and answer for CLAT. I'm sure you are putting all your efforts for your CLAT preparation, and more importantly, this question answer will be very useful to you for your further preparation. Let me start with number 1. Here the government gave a news item which is related to merchant discount rate. So government would reimburse merchant discount rate on digital transaction up to so much of rupees for the next 2 years. So what is this merchant discount rate? So merchant discount rate is whenever you go to a shop and you purchase certain items, and you pay via card. So you pay via card, and when you pay, let's say 1000 rupees via card, the merchant will not get full 1000 rupees. He will get little lesser amount. So he may possibly get 990 or 980 rupees. Okay. So in that scenario, the merchant is getting lesser money, and that money will be reimbursed by the government. Okay, so the amount which is, you can say, reimbursed would be some around up to 2000 rupees. That is how the government gave the notification. So that's a question number 1. Remember this merchant discount rate. Moving towards question number 2, that is Jupiter's great red spot was identified by Juno, which is a spacecraft which is going near to Jupiter. Jupiter is a gas giant. It is considered to be the largest planet on our solar system, and the Juno went nearer to that. It identified, you can say, a big red spot. Okay, so this experiment is by which agency? It is an agency called NASA. Coming to issue number 3, that is Littleton Port is situated where? Now, why Littleton was in the news? Littleton was in the news primarily because there is something called INSV Tarini, which is all-women vehicle which is circumnavigating the globe. INSV Tarini. So if we talk about INSV Tarini is this, which is, you can say, 55-feet vessel. It all started from Goa, built in Goa, and it moved from Goa to Fremantle, Australia, from Fremantle to Littleton in New Zealand. From New Zealand, it will go to, you can say, Falkland Island, Port Stanley. From Port Stanley, it will go to Cape Town, and from Cape Town, they will once again come back to Goa. Okay, so this is Captain is Vartika Joshi, and therefore the answer to this question is New Zealand. I hope that is very clear. Okay, so let's move further. The question number 4, Nasim al-Bahar exercises were held between India and which country? So India and Oman, they are regularly conducting this exercise called Nasim al-Bahar. ठीक है, हमने, that is last current affair module 4 of December month, we have given you a list of Indian military exercises with various countries. Please do not forget to watch those. Coming to issue number 5. Which of the following is recently removed from the classification of tree in the non-forest area? Remember, bamboo is considered to be a grass, but in our forest law, it is considered to be a tree, and it has been removed from the tree classification in the non-forest area. So that's a big thing happen. Remember that. Question number 6. India's first National Railway Transport University will come up where? So remember that it is going to come up at Vadodara. Vadodara in Gujarat. ठीक है, गुजरात में एक वडोदरा करके जगह है, वहां पे आने वाला है. याद रहे, वहां पे there is a very important, you can say, university which is getting established. पहले वहां पे एक बड़ी रेलवे की स्टाफ कॉलोनी थी, उसी को अपग्रेड करके ये बनाया गया है. Question number 7 is India signed how much million financing agreement with World Bank for Strive? Okay, so which is one of the very important yojana from our India. So you have to give me full form of Strive. The answer to this question is $125 million has been capped for Strive, which is financed through World Bank. Okay, तो आपको बताना है Strive का फुल फॉर्म. नंबर 2 आपको बताना है वर्ल्ड बैंक के ग्रुप में हाउ मेनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आर देयर. नंबर 1 and you have to name those organizations. So 2 important questions connected with this particular question. Coming to issue number 8, that is there are how many national waterways in our country? So there are proposed 111 national waterway of India. So please tell me which is national waterway number 1, from where to where it is going. Okay, so you have to tell me national waterway 1. So there are total 111. So I'm sure you understand what is waterway. Waterway is moving on water. Simple, that's the cheapest way to travel. Okay, moving towards question number 9, that is Insolvency Law Committee. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. I'm sure you understand this. Insolvency and bankruptcy. Insolvency is someone who is not able to repay, he is not able to repay the loan in time. That is called insolvency. And bankruptcy is someone is not able to pay money at all. Okay, so that's a difference. So insolvency and bankruptcy code, which are very important for against lawyers to learn. Number 1, because that's how the future will work. Because how the companies, when they go insolvent or bankrupt, then there has to be a kind of clean method to again say remove them. So which is the body, which is this committee headed by whom? So it is headed by T.K. Vishwanathan. Coming to issue number 9, eminent scientist and DNA fingerprinting ke father. So he's a father of DNA fingerprinting in India, Dr. Lalji Singh. You can say he passed away recently. So you have to remember that he is the father of DNA fingerprinting. Professor Yaspal was known for education. So he was part of UGC, Universities Grants Commission. Issue number 11, recently Thomas Fire was in the news. So you have to tell me what is Thomas Fire. So please put your answer in the comments. What is Thomas Fire? Okay, name the country we are talking about. Obviously, we are talking about United States of America. You have to tell me how this Thomas Fire started. Okay, coming to issue number 12, the 4 task forces were constituted to look at the usage of methanol. Remember, in India, methanol economy is going to grow in a big way. Government is pushing a lot. Methanol is clean fuel. It could be blended with petrol. Okay, so it is primarily for the transportation fuel and cooking fuel, and it is headed by Dr. V.K. Saraswat. So 4 task forces are headed by this gentleman, Dr. V.K. Saraswat. RFID FASTag. I'm sure when you are moving through highways, you might have seen this FASTag logo, and this FASTag is basically toll gates ke upar vehicle is not required to stop. There is a tag called RFID tag, and that RFID tag will automatically detect that vehicle has passed, and it will allow the toll plaza to deduct a particular amount from your account. Okay, so this is RFID. So what is RFID? Radio frequency identification. RFID is also used in various malls. So when you purchase clothes and you see some plastic is attached to that, and if you, let's say someone is taking out that, you can say cloth from the mall without paying money, without removing the tag, there is, you can say, buzzer which will start, you can say, moving. So that is basically this RFID. Okay, coming to question number 14. Sujai is offshore patrol vessel. Sujai is offshore patrol vessel, and it is built by Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Remember that. Coming to issue number 15. Government approved setting up of integrated checkpost ICP. Very important things. Integrated checkpost at Moraine, Manipur and Dauki in. So Dauki is situated in Meghalaya. This integrated checkpost allows easy movement of, you can say, people and goods. Coming to issue number 16, Kimberley process was in the news. Okay, and it restricts trade in what? Remember, in Kimberley process, India has become a vice chair for 2018 and 2019. India will become chair of that. So this Kimberley process refers to conflict diamonds. When diamonds which are conflicted, which are used to support terrorism, they are called conflict diamonds, and Kimberley process is basically in the news for that. Coming to issue number 17 is All India Institute of Ayurveda is coming up at New Delhi. So All India Institute of Ayurveda, remember that, that's very important. Next question to be remembered is Srishti, Sustainable Rooftop Implementation for Solar Transfiguration of India. That's called Srishti, which is planned by government to incentivize what? Obviously, Srishti refers to rooftop, and that is basically rooftop solar. Okay, so that's very easy to answer this question, but you should remember the full form of Srishti. If you don't know Srishti full form, it is very difficult for you to answer this question. Coming to issue number 19, Jerusalem was in the news. It's a problematic issue between Israel and Palestine. Look at this scenario. This Palestine was before 1946. Okay, and now this is this kind of scenario. From this to this is the scenario moved in Israel and Palestine. And Jerusalem is a bone of contention. Palestine says it is their part, Israel says it is their part. Okay, so it is a dispute between Palestine and Israel. Recently, United States of America said that Jerusalem is a capital of Israel, and that created little trouble. United Nations General Assembly also went for a kind of poll, and where America lost. 128 countries were in favor of that Jerusalem is not a part of Israel. Coming to issue number 20, name the country with which India would share automatic exchange of information from January 1, 2018. This is very important for bringing transparency in the taxation purpose, and more importantly, countries like Switzerland, where lot of people from India have their bank account, and those kind of information is not easily available. So with this agreement, we'll have lot of advantage. So here we are talking about a country called Switzerland. Coming to question number 21, that refers to the same news. Remember, one news will have lot of questions. So do not forget to cover those issues. Automatic exchange of information, AEOI, is as per the norms set by OECD, which is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. OECD is the full form. Okay, moving further. Issue number 22, Indian Science Congress was postponed recently, and it was originally scheduled at Hyderabad. Now it is held in the month of March in a place called Manipur University. So it will be at Manipur University. It was, you can say, postponed, you can say, at Hyderabad primarily because of security issues. Coming to issue number 23, Tejas light combat aircraft will be manufactured by whom? It will be manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, popularly known as HAL. Tejas light combat aircraft, one of the very important aircraft in Indian Army. Moving towards question number 24, name the bank which paid 2.5 crore interim penalty for opening payment bank accounts without informing and taking the consent of the customers. So this is what Airtel did. That Airtel, when people, you can say, subscribe to Airtel account, automatically Airtel made their payment bank account, and they had to pay an interim penalty of 2.5 crore. 25 question that says, as per the World Inequality Report, remember, World Inequality Report is released by World Inequality Lab. Remember that. Who publishes this report? It is World Inequality Lab. Okay. Here it says top 0.1% of the earner have captured more growth since 1980s than all of those in the bottom combined. And what is that number? That number is 50%. So 0.1% people have bigger growth compared to bottom 50%. So that's a huge number. Okay. So world inequality, and inequality is growing in a big way nowadays. Coming to issue number 26, that is, you can say the girl called Satvika Sridhar. Satvika Sridhar won first ever UNICEF Climate Comic Contest. UNICEF ने एक कॉन्टेस्ट निकाली थी जहां पे दे आस्क पीपल टू मेक अ कॉमिक कैरेक्टर, एंड दैट कॉन्टेस्ट वाज वन बाय दिस गर्ल. शी इज फ्रॉम चेन्नई. Name of that girl is Satvika Sridhar. Coming to question number 27, Indian Institute of Petroleum and Energy is coming up at Visakhapatnam, which is one of the very important organization which is coming up called Indian Institute of Petroleum and Energy. 25th edition of National Children's Science Congress was held in Gandhinagar, which is the capital of Gujarat. भाई गुजरात का कैपिटल है ये, और वहां पे ये चिल्ड्रंस साइंस कांग्रेस हुआ था. 29, नेम द स्टेट विच अनाउंस 24/7 फ्री पावर सप्लाई टू द फार्मर्स फॉर द एग्रीकल्चर पर्पस, एंड दैट स्टेट इज तेलंगाना. तेलंगाना announced that we will give 24/7 free power supply to the agriculture. Coming to question number 30, that says name first pod taxi. Pod taxi एक छोटा सा व्हीकल जो एक ऐसे तारों पे दौड़ेगा और उसकी स्पीड थोड़ी सी ज्यादा होगी, जहां पे कुछ लिमिटेड लोग बैठ पाएंगे. ठीक है, एंड दैट इज कमिंग अप एट उत्तर प्रदेश. प्राइमरली इट इज कनेक्टिंग द रीजन फ्रॉम दिल्ली टू उत्तर प्रदेश वाला रीजन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 31, निसार सैटेलाइट. निसार सैटेलाइट इज अ जॉइंट वेंचर ऑफ इसरो एंड विच अदर. सो निसार, यू हैव टू टेल मी व्हाट इज द वर्क ऑफ निसार. ओके, this satellite is used for what purpose? CLAT has, you can say, tendency to ask such kind of questions, that what is the use of NISAR? NISAR is used for what purpose? So this is connection between ISRO and NASA. But your homework is, tell me what is the, you can say, meaning of this NISAR full form as well as where it is used. Question number 32, remote sensing satellite. ठीक है, China launched Yaogan 30, which is called remote sensing satellite. So it will be very useful for their, you can say, South China Sea navigation purpose. So that is, China launched this particular thing. Question number 33 is Good Governance Day is celebrated on which day? Remember, it is celebrated on 25th December. Primarily on this day, our ex-Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee had his birthday. Okay, so this is Atal Bihari Vajpayee. उनकी बर्थडे के ऊपर ये सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है गुड गवर्नेंस डे. कमिंग टू 34, नेम द स्टेट विच लॉन्च. प्रकाश है तो विकास है स्कीम. प्राइमरली इट इज लॉन्च्ड एट उत्तर प्रदेश. कमिंग टू इश्यू नंबर 35, ब्लू फ्लैग is the certification pertaining to the development of what? Development of, you can say, beaches. So it is primarily meant for the development of beaches. Wherever you see blue flag program, it is beaches cleaning program. Okay, moving further. 36, December 25 is a birthday of former Prime Minister, and it is celebrated as Good Governance Day. Okay, so this is what we have been talking about. So it is the birthday of Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Okay, याद रखेगा ये. Question number 37. Which of the following state is leading state in the collection of GST since its introduction on July 1? आप सबको पता होगा, July 1st 2017 से GST इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ. GST is a goods and service tax. It is clubbing all indirect taxes in our country. It is divided into state GST, it is divided into interstate GST, okay, and then you have a center GST. Okay, so here which state is leading that? It is Maharashtra, which is leading in this GST collection. Issue number 13.8, AJ600, also known as Kunlong. It is world's largest amphibious aircraft, possibly carrying more than 60 people on this, we can say, plane, which is the largest amphibious aircraft, so which can land on water as well as on the land, and that is developed by China. Okay, China ने उसको बहुत secretly develop किया था, and now they tested it. Okay, moving towards 39, which of the following bank was kept under prompt corrective action? Now, many banks are in a big trouble primarily because of their NPA issues and non-performing asset related issues. Okay, when they are giving loans and those loans are not being repaid, they are in a big problem. So RBI, they are keeping certain banks into prompt corrective action so that proper corrective mechanism can be provided, so that these banks have to be, you can say, supported in a right manner, and this bank do not become loss making in future. So here the news item is referring to Bank of India. Coming to question number 40, India's first and only design university called World University of Design has opened its campus in a place in Haryana called Sonepat. Sonepat में World University of Design develop हुई है. That's the first of its kind in our country. Question number 41, that is Lok Sabha passed the bill to hike the salaries of judges of Supreme Court as well as of High Court. As per this, the salary of Chief Justice of India has increased from 1 lakh per month to 2.8 lakh rupees per month. So I think that is really needed for the judges, and because they are doing good job for our country. Question number 42, very important question, याद रखिएगा, ये सवाल पक्का बनेगा. So who is the newly appointed Foreign Secretary of India? Mr. Vijay Keshav Gokhale worked hard on a Doklam issue. चाइना, इंडिया, भूटान के बीच में जो प्रॉब्लम हुआ था, उस प्रॉब्लम को इन्होंने सॉर्ट आउट किया था, एंड देयरफॉर ही इज कंसिडर्ड टू बी वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पर्सन, मिस्टर विजय केशव गोखले, एंड इज द फॉरेन सेक्रेटरी ऑफ इंडिया. कमिंग टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 43, that is, which of the following is going to launch Parker Solar Probe? Parker Solar Probe in 2018 to explore Sun's outer atmosphere. Sun's outer atmosphere के लिए नासा ने एक पूरा प्रोब बनाया जिसका नाम है पार्कर सोलार प्रोब. Coming to question number 44, which of the northeastern state was declared open defecation free after Sikkim? याद रहे, Sikkim was the first state in the country to become open defecation free, and now this is Arunachal Pradesh, which is a second state to be declared open defecation free after Sikkim. Question number 45, foundation stone for the protection work of Majuli Island. Majuli Island is situated on the river called Brahmaputra, and it is situated in Assam. याद रहे, Brahmaputra river flows from Arunachal Pradesh and Assam only, no other state. Majuli Island, which is the largest floating island in our country. Coming to question number 46, which of the following has won 2017 Ranji Trophy tournament? Ranji Trophy tournament was won for the first time by Vidarbha. They've been playing since so many years, but they won for the first time. So that is what you should remember. And question number 47, that's the last question for this module, called Vinay Shastra Buddhe was appointed as the president of which organization? So that is called ICCR. You have to give me full form of ICCR. So remember, GK are one of the very important part, and question answer would turn out to be very critical for you for the preparation. So जितने भी question answer यहाँ पे है, उसको थोड़ा और डबल क्लिक करें, इसके बारे में थोड़ी और पढ़ाई करें. I think getting to know why and how, when this occurred, why it has occurred, व्हाट आर द अदर कनेक्टेड इंफॉर्मेशन, दिस इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग। हमारे जो करंट अफेयर के जो मॉड्यूल्स हैं जहां पे हम आपको इश्यू बाय इश्यू बताते हैं, वहां पे हम ये सब चीजें कवर तो करते ही हैं, पर साथ में आपकी पढ़ाई इज वेरी क्रिटिकल साथ साथ में। आई होप दैट इज वेरी क्लियर टू यू। ऑल द बेस्ट, थैंक यू वेरी मच।